Hey y'all, this is Cam. So today is Wednesday. It's November the 6th. As y'all know, I started my YouTube channel just documenting my grief and what I feel, my journey, my way. It's definitely not where I want to be, but I'm here and I'm trying to do the best that I can. But it is hard. It's hard. So today we have revival Bible study at church. And I'm so glad. Normally we do it virtually, but for the next 3 Wednesdays, it's in person, and we have guest speakers coming in. So I'm going tonight because I've been leaning heavily on my faith. Heavily. That has been the thing that has been sustaining me. And so I'm going to church tonight. There's a part of me that I'm tired. I am mentally drained. And I really just want to go back upstairs and curl up in my bed and, just be. But I need to go to church. I need to go to church tonight. So I'll be there in my regular seat. That's why I got on my shirt. I got our year of revival. That's our theme for church. So I'm going to church. I had therapy today. And I was talking about how I felt about everything that happened on Monday at mediation. How I felt. How I felt. Therapy helps. It helps. Am I making progress? Yeah, I'm making progress. My therapist confirms that I'm making progress. But it does not always feel that way. It's literally like I am doing therapy to try to figure out how to move forward with a life without Steve in a healthy way, because I have no choice but to go forward. Have no choice but to go forward, because everything continues to move. Everybody continues to grow and move on. I can't stay back on November 23rd, 2023. And even if I could stay, what does that look like? I'm staying there alone. Steve is in heaven. His soul is in heaven. So he's not with me, even if I could stay. But I have children. I have a grandbaby. And so I have to continue to live. But I'm going to therapy because I needed it. I wasn't able to handle everything on my own. And so I'm in therapy. I have a psychiatrist that follows me as well. I'm doing the things to make sure that when things are said and done, when it's over, as far as my judicial processes, that Cam will still be standing mentally. And so that's my reason for therapy. But sometimes it's hard, because I have to be open, honest, and vulnerable with what I share in therapy, because you can't go to therapy and decide or want to decide or pick and choose what you share and what you don't share. My goal is to be mentally healthy And so I can't pick and choose what I share. And remember, where I'm at now, like, I don't even know how to say, okay, yeah, this, let me say this and let me not say that, because everything in my life is imprinting on me. Everything is imprinting on me. And so I have to be honest about everything. I don't know no other way to be, because I gotta do whatever it takes to survive. To survive. Because if I am not of sound mind and body, then I'm not any good for my children and my family. And I have a responsibility to them. And I want to continue to be an active part of my children's lives, to see my grandkids grow up, to watch Sydney when she graduates from college, to watch her when she graduates and gets her law degree. Like, I'm my kids' biggest cheerleader in everything that they decide to do. And so I have to be able to preserve myself so that I'm able to be there and to be in sound mind and body. And so I do my therapy like clockwork every week. I tried to spread it out and do it like every 2 weeks. That wasn't working for me. I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about therapy. Therapy does work. It works. Who you decide to use for therapy or counseling or whatever, that's up to you. You got to do what's best for you. You got to find somebody that you feel comfortable with, because if you're just kind of just going through it, but you don't feel that trust or that connection with that person, for me, I can't do that. I went through a couple of therapists and psychiatrists for that very reason. Like, you gotta show me something. You know what I'm saying? It's easy for somebody to just write a script and you think you just want to medicate me and keep me drugged up. No, I don't need that. I don't need that, because my goal is that I need to do this to get me through this very traumatic season in my life. At some point, I won't need the medication. I will probably be in therapy for the rest of my life. And I say that because I will never be healed in terms of my grief, because there are things that I don't even know that are coming my way that may be a trigger for me in respect to my grief. I need that extra support. I do. I have no problem with admitting that. I need that extra support. So I'm going to continue with my therapy because it helps me to be a better me. It helps me to continue to be able to sustain in life, to be able to go to work, to be able to communicate with people, to be able to function in a professional way. I'm an advocate for therapy. People can feel how they want to feel about it. Like, you can go to your pastor, you can go to your job through EAP. If you got health insurance, you can go to your mental health providers that are contracted with your insurance plan. You do the research and find out who is a good fit for you and what works for you. It may be like with me, I went to several different people and it wasn't working for me. So I did something different. Like, I wasn't like, I felt like I just had to stick with that person. No, anybody that's a part of my healthcare team, and that's mentally, my mental health or my physical health, like, no, I actually have to be able to trust you, because I am most important to me and a lot of other folks. So I got to be able to trust you, because remember, medicine is a science. A lot of things, they make clinical diagnosis. There are some things that they know, okay, yes, you have that. But a lot of other things, they make a clinical diagnosis based on your symptoms and how long you had it and all of that. So, my life is valuable. So I have to make sure that I protect my physical and my mental health. It's just hard. Like I say, it's a lot of things. Like I literally feel like I'm kind of like juggling. I'm juggling things. Nothing has failed. Praise the Lord. But I am juggling things. I am exposed right now. I'm very vulnerable right now. But again, I've decided to share my journey because it's important. Grief is a real thing. Grief is a real thing. Grief, depression, anxiety, PTSD, all of that is very, very real. And most of y'all know, like, I'm no different from any one of y'all. No different. I am a wife, a mother of 2. I got a house. I got the dogs. Like, I have your traditional family setup. There's nothing any different from me and anybody else. I am a constant reminder. Guess what? Shit can happen to you. Nobody's exempt from life. Nobody's exempt. The same things that have happened to me could happen to anybody. But if it happens to happen to someone else, if I can share just a little bit from my journey to help that person be able to posture themselves in such a way that they don't have to experience some of the things that I did experience, to hurt in some of the ways that I did hurt. Although nobody's situation is the same when it comes to grief, but the grief, it is the loss of something, right? So I lost Steve, but it's not just the loss of Steve. It's the traumatic way that I lost Steve. I lost him within 3 miles of our home. Anytime I leave my house, I'm taking that same last route that my husband took. There's no way for me to avoid it. If I don't go that way and I go the other way and call myself cutting over, guess what? I'm crossing over 75. I'm still seeing that spot. If I decide to go up a little bit further to get on the interstate, I look to the right. 75 runs parallel to everything. I can't avoid it. It is my reality. I'm not leaving my home. Steve is here. This is the last place that he physically was. I don't want to be nowhere else but here. So moving and relocating is not an issue. I'm not trying to do that. I ain't trying to do that. I'm not trying to run away from what is familiar to me. I like my neighborhood. I like my neighbors. I like my house. So I'm staying here. But it is difficult that when I go out, I'm seeing these things, If I can avoid getting on the interstate, I do. But most times, because where I live, like, I can't avoid it. So I work from home, but when I go out to doctor's appointments and stuff, so I actually go by the spot at least 2 or 3 times out of the week. Yeah. I can't avoid it. That's what I do. I talk to Steve when I'm here. I miss my husband. I miss him. And the most difficult thing is just trying to figure my life out. Like, I can't even, like, sometimes you can allow yourself to just imagine or fantasize about something, right? Allow yourself to dream. I can't. I can't even see or imagine what my life is going to be like in the future. I can't get past today. I'm in this moment today. So I can't dream about what next week, next month, next year will bring. I can't. Whatever it brings, it'll bring it in real time and I'll deal with it. But I don't know what that's going to look like for me. What I do know is whatever that is, it's going to be without my husband. And that's still very painful for me because Steve and Cam or Kamisha, it's been us for over 16 years. He always had my back and I had his back. And now no one has my back. No. So I'm here. And I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to, what's the word I want to say? Secure my future. Because what I thought was going to happen in terms of retirement and, yeah, it changed everything. Everything changed. And so I've had to pivot and make some adjustments so that I'll be okay when I retire. That ain't something that I wanted to do. There's a lot of things I haven't wanted to do, but I've had to do it. This is my life, and I've had to do it. I've had to do it. So it's not easy. Not at all. Not at all. I'm literally just here. I'm here. My wedding anniversary is Monday. Yep. I married my veteran on Veterans Day. And I'm looking at all of the celebrations that are being done to honor our veterans, even at church. My veteran is in heaven. And I used to always tell him the best way to honor my veteran was I became your wife on Veterans Day. I used to always tell him that. Now I'm here celebrating our anniversary alone, without him. Just the memories of him. Never thought I would be in this space last year, but I'm here. So my anniversary is Monday. I just realized today that Monday was Veterans Day. And that I'm off from work. I didn't even realize it. But I'm thankful. Because I need a day. I need a day. It's been a lot on me. And I'm just like, I'm tired. I'm tired. And I have to just kind of preserve my energy because, yeah, I feel like I'm having to fight. Like I am in defense mode. Like I am ready to battle. Like that's what I feel like. Like I'm being attacked. My husband's being attacked, but I'm over here fighting for me and Steve. So I'm fighting for Cam and Steve, right? And that husbands and wives, that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to protect one another. And I took my vows very seriously. Except for that one little thing that I never thought that I would be here. Till death do us part. Even after death for me. Just because he died, it doesn't change the fact that I am his wife, that he's my husband. I have a husband in heaven. I don't identify with the word that starts with the letter W. I don't identify with that. I am still married. That is my status. I'm married. My husband is just in heaven. And that's where I'm at with that. I don't need nobody to try to rationalize nothing to me. Don't even have to. It's Cam's way. It's Cam's world. Yeah, that's where I'm at. And I'm just trying to figure me out, y'all. I'm trying to figure me out. And I'm just thankful that I do have a good support system. They're okay to just let me be me, you know. It's like they just kind of watching, but they let me just, you know, trot along and, you know, go through what I need to go through. You know, if I hang over here a little too long, you'll be like, all right, Cam, come on. I appreciate people like that. I appreciate that. I said before, my circle has gotten smaller since I lost Steve. Not that it was extremely big anyway. Listen. But Steve used to always tell me, as you grow, Kamisha, your circle's gonna get smaller. I don't see losing him as growth, not in that way, but it is because I've changed. I'm not the same me. I'm changed. You know, some relationships have fell off because I changed. I'm not the same me. They were okay with the me that I was, but you know, not me I am now is not acceptable to certain people. But that's okay. It's okay. I'm okay with leaving certain things. I'm okay with Cam ain't for everybody. I'm okay with that. My feelings ain't hurt at all. One thing that I can tell you is I see everything. I see everything. And sometimes, like, I can't even unsee it. So, like, nobody's perfect. Not even me, y'all. But where I am now in my life, if you do something and I don't like it, or I don't like the way it made me feel, and, you know, we could have even had a conversation about it. We could have, you know, been where we agreed to disagree. You know what I'm saying? We talked about it, so it's not a thing. But the way my brain processes, for me, the relationship is no longer the same. And so I feel myself distancing myself from certain people in certain situations because I have to control my bandwidth. My bandwidth can't hold anything else. It can't hold anything else. You know, I can't save the world. I can't save nobody. I can't even be the ear. Like I used to always be able to be the ear. Not that I needed to solve anything for anybody, but just to be the listening ear, right? I can't even be the ear for anyone. I can't. I pick and choose my battles. Right now, all of my energy is in my legal fight with my husband. Making sure that the person that is responsible for him losing his life is held accountable to the fullest extent of the law. Yeah. So that's where my focus is. And so nothing else compares to that. That's like my primary thing right now. And of course, I'm a mom. So my babies always are a part of what I do. So I'm gonna be there for my kids, right? That goes without question. But everything else, it has to take a back seat. And that's not me attempting or trying to be selfish. My bandwidth can only hold so much. So my bandwidth doesn't allow me to take on anything else. I can't take on anybody else's shit. Like, all I can do is love you from a distance and pray for you. That's it. That's all I got. I can't be pulled into those things. Not right now. I'm not the same me. My plate is full right now. So, like I said, my anniversary is on Monday. The anniversary of Steve passing is 23rd. Last year, he passed on the 23rd, but the 23rd was Thanksgiving. This year, I got the 23rd, then a week later, on that Thursday, the last Thursday of the month, I got Thanksgiving. So I gotta get through that. I'm doing a retreat next weekend. And when I was asked to do it, I was like, you know what's the dates? And I was like, yeah. I said, that'll give me a chance to just really unplug from the world and totally reset. Because I need to try to reset and just kind of center myself. Because whether I want to accept it or not, the next couple weeks are going to be difficult for me. I'm not claiming it on the front end. That's fact. It's a traumatic event that happened in my life. It was a lot. So I'm gonna do the spiritual retreat. So I'll be doing that next weekend. And then this weekend, it's homecoming for Sydney at Tuskegee. And so this their 100-year centennial celebration. And so, yeah, the parents, we're tailgating. We have a whole setup. Last year I didn't go because I wanted her to have her own experiences, right? Like she been with me all this time, so I wanted her to be able to spread her wings and do her thing and have a good time and not have to worry about mama over here. Oh, did my mama see me? But this year, it's important to me to go. So I went to parent weekend. I'm going to homecoming. I'll be down there the whole weekend. We're gonna tailgate, we're going to the game. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have the whole experience with my daughter. Because my kids bring me peace. And so I'm gonna be there with my kid and I'm gonna create memories with her. So I'm going there with Sydney. And then I'll come home and I don't know what I'm gonna do on Monday, my anniversary. I don't know. We'll see what happens. When I wake up, whatever God leads me to do, then that's what I'm gonna do. I haven't planned anything out. What else? Gotta still take care of myself, so have some regular medical appointments going on next week. Gotta take care of these eyes. That's one of them. And I gotta go to my GI doctor because I've been having this stuff going on with my stomach even before Steve passed. And then after he passed away, I just literally stopped eating. I stopped eating. And even now when I eat certain foods, I literally get sick. And so my brain is like, if you eat that, you're gonna feel terrible. And then I'd be like, I'm not gonna eat that. So I just won't eat. So I got really, really thin within the months after Steve passed away. And so I'm here. I gained a few pounds. I'm still in a size small, so it is what it is. I've been very concerned about my nutrition And so that's why I make sure I continue to follow up with my GI doctor, my primary care doctor, just to make sure that everything is good, because I know I'm doing the best that I can to take care of myself, but I understand what my deficiencies are. And when you have something physical and mental going on, like, it's hard. So people like, Cam, you need to eat. I know I need to eat, but my brain ain't telling my body that I'm hungry and that I need to eat. And so therefore, I can't eat. I can go a whole day without eating. So I keep protein shakes here because I've been sustaining off of that. So I'll drink protein shakes all day. I haven't even been able to get in there and juice. I think I juiced one time since Steve passed away. I just can't. I just can't. I'm not there. I'm not there. I'm okay being exactly where I am. You know, maybe this is where I'm supposed to be from a mental standpoint. Maybe this is where I'm supposed to be. Grief, everybody has their own journey and their own time. I'm not being critical of myself. I'm giving myself grace. I'm giving myself grace. I'm still standing. I'm taking baby steps. The main thing is that I'm taking steps, that I am still functioning. I'm still doing things with my friends. I'm still there. It's just sometimes I get overwhelmed. It's just going to take some time for me to work through everything. You know, I just can't see what my future's supposed to be. I know I have one. And when I say what my future's supposed to be, I mean outside of a mother and a grandmother and a daughter and a auntie. Like, outside of that, I don't know. I don't know. And I'm okay with not knowing, because I'm comfortable, like, here, just here. Because again, my bandwidth, I can't handle nothing else. And so I just need to be. I just need to be. I just need to be in my space, you know. And I'm quick to, like, if people don't understand me or they want to challenge me, I don't do well with that. I just, yeah. Like I say, you can take it or leave. I'll leave it. Have a great day. Yeah, I just shut down. I can't do anything that's gonna bring chaos to my already chaotic world. I can't do that. And it's not the fact that I'm being insensitive or I don't care about other people. I care about me. And right now, it is all about me. It's all about me. And I gotta be selfish about me. So, I believe that is all that I have to share today, which is Wednesday, which is hump day. But yeah, therapy, it does help. Mental health, you gotta stay on top of your mental health, you know. And then of course, I believe my spiritual walk with God continues to sustain me as well. Everybody may not agree with that. To each his own. I just know what God being in my life has done for me. Even before I lost Steve and I saw, you know, I could tell it was a shift in me, the way I was thinking, the way I was moving. Like, God was using me. God was preparing me as best he could. I didn't know it, but he was. He was. He was. As much as he could have. I love y'all. Thank you for checking in to my YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm just speaking what is in my spirit, with whatever God is leading me to say. And I hope it blesses somebody. I just need to be able to talk and to share what I'm thinking. Because when I write, y'all, I journal a lot. Let me show y'all. I journal a lot. This is one of my journal books. See the pages? When I get to writing, I'm like a mad scientist. I will do those pages like front and back. And when I look, I'm like 8 pages in, and my thoughts are I still got things in my head. And so imagine the time that I put into writing, and then I'll be around here and I'll go back and reflect on what I wrote, right? Because that's one thing, I got so much in my head, like sometimes I can't remember everything. And I'll be like, what did I write it? Because I literally have these books all over my house. I have them here in my office, I have them in my bedroom, I have them in the kitchen, the living room, because when it hits me, I want to be able to pick up my book and write it down. But now my thing is just getting everything consolidated. So that's why I was like, you know what? Doing a YouTube channel would be better, because I could just record from my phone at any time, and then I could just post it whenever the spirit moves me to post it. But I haven't given up on my journaling. It's just, I have a lot of stuff that I be needing to say. And remember, I'm here by myself. So I live alone, with the exception of my dogs. Now, I be talking to Cece sometimes. She's just looking at me like, Mama, what is going on? And then she'll come and lick me. But she can't communicate with me like a human. And so sometimes when I'm needing to express myself, even though I have friends and family that I can call and talk to, like, some things I don't need to discuss it with them. It's like a lot of times I'm writing my love letter to Steve. Or most of my journals are to him, like things that I'm thinking about, things that, we would have had conversations about. So most of my journaling is to him. It's addressed to him, and I believe that he's aware from heaven. I do believe that. So you guys have an amazing day. I'm going to revival tonight, so I can get my praise on. I feel like I really need it. I really need that extra layer this week. It was first Sunday. I went Sunday, did Holy Communion. I'm going tonight, and I'll go for the next 2 Wednesdays as well, to get my word in this season of revival. But it's the 4th quarter. I told y'all, miracles happen in the 4th quarter. That's what Bishop has been talking about. I'm in the 4th quarter. I know God got a miracle out there for me, and I'm holding on to that. He got me. Thank y'all for listening. Have an amazing day.